As a referee, I pay attention for a living.
While I'm busy watching the game, I need your help keeping an eye on the stands.
If you see something that doesn't look quite right, tell a law enforcement official.
We all play an important role in protecting our communities, and you can help.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
If you see something, say something is used with permission by the New York Metropolitan Transportation Authority.
We served our country like those before us.
You know, it was a dangerous area. All of Vietnam was dangerous.
The carnage of war left an indelible mark on me.
We came back and built lives. As time went on, we faced new challenges and found support to handle them.
I went to the VA, talked to my doctor.
I started doing groups. I started doing one-on-one counseling.
At MakeTheConnection.net, you can hear our stories and find tools and services available to you.
Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode right here at DaBooth312, broadcasting on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, DaBoothRadio.com/DB312, and Classic House Radio. Hey, hopefully you guys are doing well today. We're getting another hot wave right here in Chicago. The heat wave's coming through, and the White Sox are going to be throwing down again, and hopefully it'll be bringing another win to us on the south side. Hopefully you guys are doing great. We have a great show lined up for you today. We're going to be talking about an event that's going to be coming up. You guys are really going to be interested in. We have one of our guests, Paul Pearson, Esquire, professor of Chicago State University, founder of DuSable Community Coalition. We're also going to have DJ Rick Lenore going to be throwing down for you guys on the ones and twos. And the coin has been tossed, and it looks like DJ Ron Tinsley will be playing for the residents today. Hey, what's going on, guys? Everyone in the studio doing all right today? Ron, what's up, man?
Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in for another The Booth episode. I hope everybody's weekend is going well. The weather's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And all you can ask for is just that. Winter is coming. I mean, winter is coming because it's already dropping down to the 50s at night. So winter is, huh?
Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, well, you know,
winter is coming.
Winter is coming. And it's coming fast.
Well, I will say this much about winter. You know, with the summer, you can only take off so much. With the winter, at least you can keep loading on to try to stay warm.
I'd rather be naked than bundled up.
I'm gonna get you a wig to throw on that head, man. That'll keep you warm.
Hey, people think, because you ain't got no hair on your head cold. Nah, my head stays warm because the brain is constantly moving.
Yes.
What that is?
The little gerbil in there's on that wheel.
All the synapses are connected, keeping it warm.
Or in my case, it's not a gerbil, it's a little black leprechaun going, So the leprechaun is like, me bloody leprechaun. What do we have any ideas going on? Well, we do. We got some parties coming up. There's
right.
some great venues jumping off going into this fall that we're going to talk more about during the segment. But we also have a birthday boy that's in his house.
Dave C.
Turn up.
This brother threw one heck of a birthday party last night at Local 83. Got a chance to go there, support, and it was a awesome birthday party.
My head is still feeling the awesomeness.
He did 50 shots for 50 birthday years.
All right.
So he went on a marathon.
There you go.
If we was in church right now, that brother was drinking, feeling it, playing it, and now he's feeling it now.
That's the Holy Spirit coming out of him now.
That's the Spirit.
Amen.
weekend nonetheless, and you got a chance to do some tranquil time, did some fishing.
Yeah, you gotta get out. Definitely have to relax. That's my one to go to is get outdoors and do some fishing. I tell people a lot of people can't sit down and just be patient. And I tell them for me, fishing isn't about actually catching fish. It's about getting out, just relaxing, unwinding, maybe some smooth music next to me, something to drink, maybe a nice cigar, and just relax. Just stay calm and clear my head. A lot of us DJs, people don't realize it. We may be banging in the club, but we have to find it out as well. After doing that day in and day out, hearing this music all the time, that banging in our heads. I've talked to some that they'll be banging house music all night long, get in their car and to drive home, they're listening to Metallica or something different, or they're listening to, see, Rick over there raising his head, or classical. There's times I had to, put some classical music on or something. I just had to clear my head. You only get so much of it. And we appreciate you guys that love it and support us for what we put out, but we have our outs too. A lot of celebrities, I've come to understand why a lot of celebrities do what they do, because you have to break up the monotony. If you have the same thing all the time, you stay into that realm where you can't open up and move forward. So you have to clear the head, and a lot of people use different aspects. Some drink it out, some smoke it out, some play it out. They play the music and listen it out, and it changes their atmosphere. Well, talking about smoking it out, that's going to lead us into our next segment.
Well, real quick, you just used music as a healer, and it was for me too. I found out Thursday that my ex-wife's daughter, my former daughter-in-law, or not daughter-in-law, stepdaughter, passed away in California on Thursday at 25.
Our deepest condolences.
My condolence goes out to my ex-wife's family, my daughter, that was her oldest sister. And as details come in, I just, the opioid thing is a problem. And if just because it doesn't affect you immediately, it affects us all. Because if it affects Rick, it affects me, and affects you, because we're all one family. So I'm still trying to figure it out in my head what's going on, but I had to use my show as a healer, because otherwise I would have been sitting around the house, exactly, thinking and dwelling on it. And as I told my daughter, with anybody, you have a loss in your family, keep that person alive forever in your heart, your memory, and speak of that person often. And 25 is way, way too young for anybody to be going. So with that, to keep the somber mood going, we're going to be talking to one of the key elements to the Grow House event that's coming up on September 25th at Pier 31. I almost said September 31st at Pier 25. Right. I had to think about that. But with no reservations left, let's go right into talking to the man that's one of the founders of putting this together.
Thank you so much. And again, we extend our condolences to your family.
Thank you.
It is very real what's going on here in the opioid scene. It's not regulated as it should be. Good news is the Grow House really is implemented because of that. We want to grow house that the original house was intended to do. And DJ Rick Lenore, one of the original sets in the house scene, really, and I and myself, we sort of connected and said, hey, how do you not forget Ron Hardy? How do you not, recall and reflect upon the amazing folks in this house industry that is really international at this point, right? It started maybe a little bit in New York, but we know where it really got its roots right here in the city of Chicago, bringing a new translation of that voice of the community via you guys spinning records, carrying crates, right? All those good and amazing things that we've had for decades now. And here with new legislation, we says, how do we Grow House. House music and cannabis infused. That was
It's always been a tie-in.
part of the tie-in from the to help us do that.
Yeah,
well, we're going to read.
Boone's Farm and
There you go. There you
if
go.
you don't mind, Paul, I got to give a slight correction.
Yes, sir.
It started here now with not Farley, but with Frankie
Knuckles.
Frankie being
Knuckles.
from New York, he was a New York born and raised DJ. Came to Chicago. It started here, but grew and went to New York. So I just wanted to correct that because.
Let's have that conversation. Yes, sir. That's what this is about.
So here's what really happened. Ron Watkins, Senior, as everyone calls him, came here from New York. Okay? So when he came here from New York, he noticed that New York had Paradise Garage, had Studio 54. Studio 54 disco. Paradise Garage, disco infused with R&B, thanks to Larry Levine. Ron wanted to bring something similar to that here. Originally, he wanted Larry Levine to leave Paradise Garage and come here. Larry Levine, like, no, man, I like my residency here. I got Soul Records, and I'm doing remixes for them all left and right. I'm going to stay here, but let me send you my protege, which was Frankie Knuckles. Frankie came and brought that same Paradise Garage, bathhouse sound to Chicago. That sound ended up changing over the years. Power plant, warehouse, and then they wanted something to go along with that. As so not just to have it strictly set up for the gay community, because that's how it was originally set up when they opened the warehouse. So all of a sudden, you bring in Mr. Ron Hardy from California. Ron played a different style of music. Frankie was that smooth, almost gospel-y R&B, whereas Ron would play anything. Ron was one of the first people that I realized that was playing trance before it was trance. You know, he was playing European dance music in the music box, and Ron was never a really good mixer or blender like Frankie was, but Ron would drop a beat, snatch all the bass out and slam Trans Europe Express in before anybody knew anything else. So that's my only correction to that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that,
sorry.
That is the legacy that we want to infuse with some of the things that were happening illegally in the back of the music box and the warehouse and Medusa's and all these phenomenal spaces that we had that were underground. Well, now we're bringing it out to our communities, right? And there's a marginalized segment of that community that's forgotten. We want to include and infuse those folks to come to Pier 31 on September the 25th from 12 o'clock to 10 p.m. to hear some of the best house music DJs with connections to the original roots, while we have some of the best cannabis vendors in the state of Illinois, if not the country, coming out and showing you their products and wares. So we're gonna have an excellent, wonderful time. I'm here with my hostess of the mostest, Mrs. Tracy Quinn.
I was waiting for you to introduce her.
There you go.
She was like, so we got this beautiful young lady on camera, and we don't even know who she is.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, she's the light, right? So, you know, the DJs set the tone. She keeps that tone at the level of what needs to be and recognizes all the amazing work that's being done. Our vendors.
You definitely gonna eat dinner tonight.
Yes. Maybe my dinner will be infused with a little few things in the background as well. But I'll let her tell a little bit more about what's going on with some of our vendors.
Please do.
As well as some of the energy that we can expect.
And is there ticket sales with this event?
And she's also handling that as well.
Yes. Well, good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon, Chicagoland. And if I get hit in the head one more time,
I'm
with this
sorry.
microphone. Did y'all see this? I mean, what you trying to say?
No, that's his job. That's not mine. He's the one that's going to reap the benefits, not me. But go ahead. This is a family show, by the way.
It is a family. Okay. Well, my name is Tracy Quinn again. I'm a registered nurse by trade. I had a dispensary in the state of California, 1111 Divine Medicinal Therapy. I was a registered nurse. And then when I started into the cannabis industry. And so with that being said, I was working at a home health company. And this is before I even was interested in knowing anything about cannabis. And one of the nurses called and said that I needed to contact Child Protective Services because one of the parents wanted to start their children on the cannabis oils. And so I had to stop and think, for a minute. I said, well, I'm a mother first, and I'm a nurse second. I said, so if this is what needs to take place because the children develop epilepsy after their second set of immunizations. And so both of them had violent, tonic-clonic seizures. They had helmets. They were in kindergarten now. And so I said, well, what we'll do, we'll take you off and we'll put another nurse on. So we put another nurse on. The mother started them on a high ketogenic diet and along with the cannabis oils. And immediately it stopped one of the twin seizures. About 3 months later, the other stopped. So that's what started my quest in this whole cannabis industry thing. Then I started taking classes, started talking to the farmers up in Northern California in the Emerald Triangle, and they used to give me like just big garbage bags, and they trusted me because I was in the healthcare field. So I would, contractor bags full, and I knew nothing about
Ron's eyes just lit up.
I knew nothing about it, absolutely nothing. So I started. So then I would take it to the dispensaries in California, and soon I was known as Oprah Weed Free in LA, and didn't know that every little ball was worth money because I would literally just get, here, try this out.
Man,
here, try this, taste
if I
this.
knew you
man.
back then.
Oh my gosh! So I
couldn't do it. I was in the military, but I would have put it in a nice Ziploc bag and held it.
Yeah. So I had to start learning. I took a class with Oaksterdam University, started learning about horticulture, learning about growing, learning about dosing, and as a registered nurse, it is our job when it comes to medication to be able to teach our patients about proper dosing. And so with that being said, I joined the American Cannabis Nurses Association. I was doing patient-based science, testing out my own, strains. I was making my own creams and tinctures, and I was seeing the difference. I was seeing people healed. I tested it on my dad, rest in peace, he just passed this year, but it was a point in time where he would shake because he drank for years and he couldn't write a full a sentence. And so I said, well, you know what, I'm going to try it on you, and I want you to consume this every 4 hours throughout the whole weekend. I came in on a Friday, came to Chicago on a Friday, and on a Sunday I said, I want you to stop. That Sunday he was able to write a full paragraph. Then I started bringing in edibles. I was making edibles. I have a company called Divas and Dank, where we did all entertainment. We provided all of the edibles from your appetizers to your desserts, full course meals, fried chicken, lasagna, whatever you needed. We provided the entertainment. And one of the, I would say, consumers said that we made some fruit salad, and I put some of the drops in some fruit salad for her. And she said that was the first time out of 8 years that she had absolutely no pain in her feet. She was suffering from neuropathy, but no one knew. So with that being said, we started after that. So now I partner with Paul. I'm here in Chicago. I partner with Paul more so on a medical. I'm on the side of the medicinal side of things to be able to educate our patients. The seniors are switching over now from opioid now to cannabis therapy. So it's our job to be able to bring the education to them and also to be able to provide, proper flowers and dispensaries for them.
Okay. So with this event coming up on the 25th, are there ticket sales?
There are ticket sales. They're $25. You can find them on Eventbrite. Look up the Grow House?
Grow House. You can Google Eventbrite Grow House. Pick up your tickets now. Tickets are limited. Unfortunately, we're running out of tickets. So if you don't get your tickets today, you may be on the outside looking in, hearing all these amazing DJs and wondering what they're doing on the inside. Well, we'll be in there, in the house, and we want you to be in the house with us.
Yes.
So go to Eventbrite, Google Eventbrite Grow House, pick up your set of tickets, or you can reach me directly at 773-744-2810, and you can get group ticket discounts. That means if you're going to purchase at least 10 tickets, we'll set you up in a VIP. We'll connect you with some of these amazing DJs and vendors that we'll have in this space.
We partying all
and we will give you the experience that it is that you would probably encounter if we were back in the old school days when Rick and a few others were carrying crates rather than these amazing little digital boxes that they have today. But we're going to bring some of that emotion back, I'm sure, Rick. Looking forward.
This is the crate. This is the new.
Yes, the new crates.
Right.
Hey, I still carry crates. I still carry.
There you go. We got to hang with Dave Seymour. We got to help him out.
And if he would have carried crates last night for his birthday, he wouldn't be here today because his back would have been broken.
Back. We'd have to give him some medicinal remedies from Tracy over here. But there's something else that I do want to intersect. And again, this is an edutainment event. What is edutainment? Edutainment really brings social entrepreneurship into the conversation as well. So we're going to have a good time, obviously, with the amazing lineup that we have and the amazing vendors that we have. But there are folks in our community who don't know that they already have businesses. We just have to figure out how to legitimize those businesses now that the laws are favorable to our community members. Right. So what does that mean? We're going to have an educational session. We have a phenomenal Catherine's last name?
Thomas.
Catherine Thomas, international cannabis subject matter expert, meaning that she's uplifted the laws in the country of Canada. She's now written policy here throughout the United States, and she's going to share that with our audience members. So you're not just getting a ticket to one of the best house events that this city has ever seen, but you're also getting education on what it takes. Like, wow, if they're having house events, I want to be a vendor at one of their house events to bring out our crowd so that not only are they enjoying the experience that you get from banging the music, but maybe healing some of the issues and concerns that you have within your body, or you just want to have a good time, relax, snuggle up next to somebody that might, be a friend and enjoy what happens after the event, right? When you're heading home in the car.
Business.
There you go. The grown folks stuff.
I like that.
It's funny you said that because we found out during our Paul Johnson tribute show 2 weeks ago that Paul Johnson has a strain of his own that's about to be released. So that just ties in perfectly,
Yeah, and we got to pay homage again. We want to pay homage to, Ron, and we want to pay homage to the pioneers and the legacy. So that is another entry point into the space. And I want to make this very, very clear. I want everyone within the sound of our voices to understand the legitimacy of the next statement that I'm about to make. The state of Illinois, within the state of Illinois, there was more than $1 billion made within the cannabis industry.
The first year.
Unfortunately, not many of our community members have had access. And I promise you, without house music, most of us would have never had access to know what our first experience was really like. We learned what that was like going to these underground parties. Underground now has become overground. So we want to not just have a good experience, but we actually want to introduce our community members into the entrepreneurial space. I think we have a new bartender that may be joining the team as well. So it's not just the cannabis. It's not just the vendors. It's not just the DJs. This is the entire experience where we interconnect what we love and bring it all together in one place at one time for $25. You're not going to find that
Well, we really
anywhere else in
appreciate
the
you guys coming out and telling everyone about this, and we're going to try to help push it as well. You guys have it real quick because we only have 1 minute left. I just want to let you guys know. So, yeah, you have a full experience, an educational experience as well, but you're going to love the house music because you have a great lineup here. I'm looking at the promo right now. We have our very own Ron Tinsley going to be throwing down.
Yes,
Dave C. as well throwing down.
Yes.
There'll be Marquez Antonio, Jason Wolf, DJ Chavez, House 13, Rick Lenore, who's in the studio today, give you a little flavor of what he's got. And also, you'll have the best of the two going on. Steve Poindexter, which is the other one who started from the beginning, and Mickey Calvin will be throwing down. So, you guys definitely want to be there for these events. Sounds like it's going to be a great time, and we'll be definitely help support on this because we want to bring the unity together. Again, we don't just talk about it, we show it, and we live by it.
And
so
be
unity unity is part of what we do here at DaBooth312. Guys, stick around right here because we have more to come, and we're going to have Rick Lenore on the mic real quick, give you an update of what he's doing, what he's got up and coming, as we just told you right now, one event. And he'll be throwing down for you guys as well. So stick around right here for more to come on DaBooth312, broadcasting now WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio.
Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to DaBooth312, broadcasting now WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. Also, don't forget, you guys, if you missed our show on a live session, you can always pick it up on 3 of the major podcasting and radio stations online. We are on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. I know a lot of you guys are taking us with you everywhere you can go on Apple because they've hit us up and say we're doing a great job. So thank you so much, guys, for checking us out and listening to our past shows. All right, next up, we got Rick Lenore. I wonder which Rick we have. Is it a West Side Rick or not? Rick, what's going on, brother?
No, it's definitely not the West Side Rick. It's the South Side Rick.
That's right, South Side.
You know,
as it says on his shirt, Southside Pride.
Yeah. So
explain that. What's going on?
So,
you got a twin?
No, I don't have a twin. The spelling is totally different, and a bunch of different things. I just want to try to clarify and clear up the air. Sometimes people get confused that the DJ who has a sister named Kenya Lenore is the one who came out with You Can't Stop the House. Me, I came out. I haven't produced anything in
he just came
15, 25 years, basically.
But you've been in the game for a while, so yeah.
Yeah, I started back in '79. And
okay.
The history, I mean, thank you guys for having me on for the 99th time, it seems like. But the history is there.
Well, your family, so.
You know, I started out running around behind my cousin Steve Poindexter and John Hunt and Wall to Wall Sounds and Ken Samuels and those guys. And that was back in 1979. So, I mean, I've been around just a little while, not too long. You know, I stepped away for a minute and then, you know, came back and been doing things. I decided to, instead of really DJing a lot, I've been doing more promotions and events and things of that nature. So, and speaking of events, we got this thing coming up on September 25th. It's supposed to be, you know, it's going to be pretty interesting. You just had Paul and Tracy on a little while ago. You know, the issue that I'm going to have is having to deal with the time constraints. They're thinking it's going to end at 10, and I'm not thinking it's going to end at 10. Just yesterday, they went until almost midnight at Pier 31, so I'm thinking the same. We're going to be doing the same thing.
So is that longer sets or?
No, it's good. Your set's going to still be the same. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm fighting for. Everybody that's on the ticket is going to get an hour the way I have it planned. Okay. The first from 12 to 2, they're going to be doing the edutainment part of it, where they're going to be educating people on how to go about getting medicinal licenses and trying to facilitate getting your own dispensary and things of that nature. We're going to have music playing behind that, of course, but the real show starts at 2 o'clock. And if I remember correctly, I think House 13 is going to be my first DJ up, kicking everything off that day.
Blue Moon Media. You know, I think House and I are like the only two. And Rick, I don't know, maybe you are too, because I never got into that conversation with you, but it seemed like we're the only two that don't mind being first in a set. You know, most of your DJs, I want to close or I want to be towards the end, and I don't care. Put me on first.
I don't, you know, and when Ron and I were doing the Red Lab, when we back a year and a half ago when you and I started doing it together, you know, I thought it was longer ago. Ron was doing it first.
I started it
before.
I
remember you started it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was always the Red Lab, but it wasn't called the Red Lab. But yeah. That's a different
history
story.
So, you know, I don't mind opening. I've never mind going first. It doesn't bother me one way or the other.
The way I see it is you set the pace for the rest.
You know,
in a sense, you set the pace for the environment.
You're not a Southsider.
Well, yes, I am.
Yeah,
he's not a Southeast side DJ.
According to one promoter that came here, no, he's not on the South Side. He's a West Side guy. But anyway, we're not going to name her name. But anyway, I mean, the culture depends on the demographic. Because on the north side, if you're an opener, you're still getting your feet wet and into the realm of being at a professional DJ level. And you're, like you said, it's a pace setter. But then when you get to the west side and the south side, the opener doesn't want to be the opener because he figures, oh, I've been in this long enough. I don't want to be. I'm not new to this. I've been around for a while.
I'm not wet behind you.
I'm a veteran.
Yeah.
So why am I opening? But if you have a lineup like Rick has with its heavy hitter after heavy hitter after heavy hitter, there is no person that is just starting in the game.
Oh, you're just saying that because you're on that ticket.
No, I'm actually not.
I agree with him. You too, Dave.
Dave's on the ticket too. Right? But I mean, everybody on that lineup is a heavy hitter from the start to the finish. Yeah. So whether you come early and you don't want to stay late, or you stay for the whole event, you're gonna enjoy the whole total experience
from start to finish. Yeah.
You know, and that's pretty much when Paul brought me on to try to facilitate moving this forward. His first event, just to give you an idea, his first event was actually at DuSable. Okay, it's now, I think it's Keith Fobbs and Andre Hatchett doing it now. But that was his first event before Keith Fobbs and Andre Hatchett started doing that Friday, Saturday thing at DuSable. That's where he had the first one at. And it just so happens that I was out of town, and I hit him up while I think we were in North Carolina. And I hit him up and like, next time you do something, let me know. I'd like to come out and play for you. He's like, you know what? Let's not have you come out and play. Let's have you take over and get the entertainment set up for me. We want to do a yacht party. Well, the yacht party didn't come off because of logistics. Once you leave the dock, you're under maritime law and federal law. And even though cannabis is legal in the state of Illinois, it's not legal everywhere in the country yet. And then you're under federal guidelines and federal laws. So, you got the vendors who are at risk. You got the participants on the boat that's at risk. And then you putting the boat itself at risk. Right. So that's how it ended up changing over to Pier 31.
Okay. Interesting. Definitely learned something right now. So.
And they're changing the laws as it goes with this because it's kind of like a fly-by-night. Hey, we're making it up as we go. I'm really interested to see what the federal government's going to do when they do make it legal. How the parameters that are in place now, are they going to change for the better or the worse? Is it going to get more stricter, or is it going to be a little bit less as strict because it becomes a federal law when that happens? But we'll see. It's interesting because, like Paul said, the state made over $1 billion the first year of legal cannabis sales in this state.
That's what it's all about, anyways. Getting paid.
Where's that money going?
That's key.
That's the key question. I mean, if you remember when we were back, when I was on, I think it was with Samaj, and we were talking about, my hope was that when they finally legalized it, they would do like Colorado did. And I don't see that right now.
Which was what?
So Colorado basically wiped out their entire state's debt and turned around and started redoing their infrastructure. Redoing their roads, redoing their schools.
Oh, well, that's what the lottery was supposed to be for.
And that's exactly what you said
that never made
a couple years ago when we had the same
that's
conversation.
That's exactly what happened with the lottery.
So
that's what that was for.
My point was I was hoping that they would do the same thing that Colorado did. And obviously, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. The wife and I, we've gone through this state several times this summer. And I'm glad I wasn't driving my truck. I'm glad I was driving a rental because those roads were just horrible. And it's like, I don't see.
Yeah, I got to get my struts done. I know. I definitely know.
I don't see where that $1 billion has gone except in somebody's back pocket.
I was going to say, you're not looking in the right place. You got to look in the pocket.
You have tons of gun violence in the city of Chicago itself that part of that $1 billion could have went to get more officers on the street and trained properly. So that's the key word. You have to train the officers properly before you just toss them out there. You got kids who are flunking out of school, but no one knows they're flunking out of school because the school district hasn't sent out the letter saying that they hadn't been in class in 8 months. You know, and then you toss in the pandemic and everybody with remote learning. It was just a hot mess. So that money needed to go somewhere.
Well, again, whenever they figured how to put this stuff in a format to everybody can see it, black and white, then we can say, hey, why aren't we focusing on this and that? But until that happens, we don't know. We just hope that our elected officials do the right thing. But, Rick, you're going to be coming up to play in a few minutes. What do we expect to hear today?
It's going to be a little of everything. I'm going to try to I'm going
to hold them to that.
I'm going to start you off with some of the classics and then break you into probably some Afro and end with some soulful.
Okay. Around the world.
A man of my own heart. Play a little bit of everything.
He says that with such excitement.
Love it.
Well, I mean,
he's still recuperating.
I don't sound excited,
that's the recuperating excitement voice. That's what that is.
All right.
I remember those days from, just 4 years ago.
All right, guys. Don't forget, if you're missing out on the show live right now, or you missed any segment, the first part of the show, you guys can always listen to it later as our podcasts come out. You guys can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, or Spotify. Hopefully, we have our issues corrected with Spotify. We had some earlier today. But you guys definitely can check us out. Just keep searching DaBooth. That's DaBooth 312. Put us on the search engine, and you'll find us on all of our networks, everywhere we're at. We're a hot mess out there for you guys. Stick around right here for more to come on DaBooth 312, broadcasting on WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio.
Boy, Most of us start every day with good intentions, and then everyday life gets in the way.
Maybe next time.
What if you could take care of your daily responsibilities and get the exercise you need all at the same time? Experts say with more opportunities to walk, bike, or take public transportation, active living would become part of our daily lives. It's not impossible, but it will take good planning. Learn more at planning.org. That's planning.org. A message from this station and the American Planning Association.
A message from wildlife biologist Jeff Corwin for American Humane.
Every year, 30,000 elephants are killed by poachers. 8 million tons of plastic is dumped into the ocean, and 18 million acres of forest disappear. And with them, many of the remarkable animals that share our planet. These animals need our help. Their very survival depends on our ability to protect them. Zoos and aquariums are on the front lines of wildlife conservation and inspire environmental stewardship amongst the millions of families that visit every year. And know that zoos and aquariums that have earned the Humane Certified Seal of Approval from American Humane will not give up until every species has a fighting chance for survival. Find out more and help protect and preserve the amazing creatures that share our world.
Brought to you by American Humane.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
The dance floor drum, give me a bass, give me a beat. The beat, the drum, the bass. All right, this one here
that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling? Air Force Reserve.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals, because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to DaBooth312, broadcasting on WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. Hopefully, you guys are doing well today. We're definitely having a great show right here. If you guys just tuned in, you just missed out on a great mix by Rick Lenore. Not the West Side Rick, but the South Side Rick Lenore. If you guys also want to go back and listen to the show again and hear everything, you guys can also make sure you go check us out on our podcast. Once we finish the show and everything gets put together, we put it out for the podcast, and you guys can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many, many more. All you have to do is search DaBooth312. That's DaBooth 312, and you guys can find all of our social media sites that we're affiliated with and on. Dave C. is on the mic, and he's going to tell you a little bit about an event coming up that we're both a part of. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, we'll be at the Music Box Club, which is 6873 North Milwaukee Avenue in Niles, Illinois. That'll be Friday. It'll be Latin versus House. Myself, DJ Mackie C., Hit Mix Morales from the Chicago Cutting Crew, amongst others. Myself and Rob from the booth will be there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you mentioning me.
I'll be there to support.
Ron will be there to support as well. You know, we got Classic Crow. There's a long list of DJs. It's going to be 2 floors. There is a cover. I believe it's $20 advance tickets. So yeah, check us out.
Yeah, it's $20 advance tickets. And if you guys want to get into the VIP area, very, very intimate and personal area, you guys can pay for that section at the location. So you have to pay your entrance, then go to the VIP area, and you may be able to pay for VIP, but that will be limited. It's a limited space in the VIP. So first come, first serve. Make sure you guys come early and come say hi to the DJs. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, and they are selling tables as well. They're renting the table or selling them.
I was going to say, selling tables. Yeah. Oh, man. You can take them home with you and everything.
Take a table home.
Yeah. So if you have a group of people, you can purchase a table for the evening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be a really good event.
Yeah, we hope so. Definitely, we hope it will be a great vibe, and hopefully everyone will feel what the DJs have to provide, because there's a great lineup, a large array of music. So we're all over the spectrum from the old to new school, and so it's going to be a great, great night. I can't wait, and especially for Niles. There's not as much going on the West Side as there was maybe back in the 90s or so. Ron, what do you have coming up?
Well, as Rick had mentioned a little earlier in the segment, there is a party that I have some investors in. You're included. Rick is also included as an investor on that. This is called Top of the Park. And this is a rooftop party, indoor rooftop party, October 9th from 2 p.m. till 8 p.m. And the lineup is as such. It is myself. It is Rick Johnson. It is Vincent R. from Triple Threat and Careless Records. Marquez Antonio, Tony Techniques from Audio Jack Sounds. House Soul Jack Digital. There you go. You correct me. I'm sorry. I was on a roll, but thank you. We got House 13 involved. And did I leave anyone out? No, I believe that's it. And that is, again, October 9th. That's the second Saturday of October. There is no cover, but it is a BYOB event. And let me say this first and forehand on the radio. It is a BYOB. You are required to check your bottle in at the door. We will have an outstanding bartender who I happen to know. We're asking for $10 donations for cups, ice, and mixer. We are currently working on a food vendor to have some food up there so you can snack on. We're not going to be doing dinners, but it's going to be some club foods that you can snack on while you enjoy the sounds, the house sounds that's being thrown down with an awesome, awesome view of the city. So again, that party is going on at 5035 South East End Avenue at the Top of the Park Lounge on October 9th. Please come out, check us out, and it should be an awesome party. I think it will be.
It will be.
We'll be broadcasting.
It will be.
It will be. And we'll be broadcasting live on the DaBooth.com radio as well as Groovebox Radio.
Man, you are really dyslexic today. It's DaBoothRadio.com. Come on, right?
They understood what I'm saying. Y'all got
Soul Jack Digital and, the Booth Radio.
I'm all over the place. But yeah, it should be a good event, and it's going to be a good event. There's some of the lineup that's at the event with the Grow House is on there. Did I say that again wrong? Grow House.
It's Grow House. You got it right this time.
I said it right. So
don't always second guess yourself, man.
Hey, he gave a look. He looked like he ate a sour head. He's like, But yeah, there's a lot of the people from that lineup on the lineup for the Top of the Park. So come on out. We're gonna have T-shirt sales there. I almost forgot to mention that.
Yes, sir.
With Dave C. So there's gonna be house T-shirts there for you to purchase. Like I said, just having a good time for 6 hours up on the roof. So
definitely gonna be a great time, and it'll be the first of many.
Got Marquez Antonio's birthday next Sunday at Local 83 on the 19th of September, the week before Mr. Lenore's big event at Pier 31. So there's a lineup of parties coming up, as well as the other parties that's out there in Chicago that's still finishing out the summer. So
as Ron would say, a plethora.
A plethora. I love that word.
Of events going on in Chicago and Chicagoland area. Yeah. So you guys, if you can't find an event in Chicago or in the Chicagoland area, well, you must be looking elsewhere, because there's plenty to do still while it's still nice out, and enjoy this weather while you can.
A lot of these events are free. I mean, not the Pier 31, but some of these events are free. Just come out, check it out, support. Let's keep the house music community supported. And if there's an event that you would like for us to plug on the air, let us know. We're not related to Miss Cleo. We can't read no minds. But let us know. Send us your flyer, and we will definitely, please support us, because we like to keep the support going full circle. So if you're supporting the Booth Radio, the DaBooth312, let us know when you have an event. We'll plug it for you, and we'll talk offline on that.
Well said.
Bam.
So what do you got for us today, since you won that coin toss?
I'm going to play some Jack and House for everybody to keep the weekend going, even though this is Sunday and it's chill day. Saturday is the fun day, but, we can have fun day every day. So why not?
And it should be. With all honesty, it should be. My grandparents used to always tell me, don't wait for a holiday to enjoy a feast. If you have the money and you can enjoy a feast any day, then do it. because you never know if you're going to make it to that next holiday. So every day should be a holiday for you, and enjoy it. And we try to bring the music to your holiday, and every day through our podcast, and every Sunday with the latest and greatest in-house music. So stick around right here for more to come, because Ron Tinsley is going to throw down for you guys. And we're on DaBooth312, broadcasting on WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
hacerte una limpieza. Con los santos no se juega. En la brega con Luis Vega, pa' que tú lo sepas. Lo que te hace falta, melao y un poco salsa. Bien virado, so ten cuidado, papá, cuando está en mi casa. Oye lo que te conviene, escúchame bien, nene. No te pongas guapo, chacho, porque Cristo viene. Y ahí te dejo, tú sabes que yo te quiero. Nos fuimos pa'l cielo, Capicú y el bandolero. ¡Sacude! Suelta, 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 suelta. ¡Sacude!
ground. Our groove. We brought the sound that shook the ground. Our groove.
I was on a tour to Baltimore. Stopped in this place. All the people that had the phone.
Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music, like old times. Look, now I'll start the melody on the organ.
devil from hell and have him sit his ass crack on earth. That's not what I asked for. That is not what I requested. Okay? He need to begging for summer all damn winter and fall. All the motherfuckers that was making pictures and special little telegrams, count down the days till summer. I can't wait to be on the beach. I can't wait to enjoy myself and be in the sun. Hell no. The Lord needs to delegate temperature and weather to somebody else. Where the hell is Moses? Let's talk to Moses about this shit because the Lord is out of control. So goddamn hot. Shit. Oh, everybody's getting on my nerves. Everybody's kids is getting on my nerves. These niggas downstairs keep barbecuing every damn day. Every damn day. Every day can't be a holiday. Every day can't be a holiday. It's not a celebration. Who the hell paying for this damn meat? Barbecuing every goddamn day. For what? Shit. Wool is hot. I'ma slit somebody's throat with this heat. I'ma lose my fucking mind. I get it when people just start shooting during the summer. Don't give me no fireworks. I'm about to call the hell off. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Hell no. Shit. No.
was ever a time to live united, it is now. Now is the time to speak with one voice, to build up, not tear down. It's time to join hands and live united against the problems that keep our communities from thriving. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you? Volunteer or donate now at unitedway.org.
Hello, I'm Ann Geddes. Every 2 seconds, somewhere in the world, a baby is born too soon. Did you know that premature birth is the leading cause of newborn deaths, not just in the US, but around the world? With each week these precious babies stay and thrive in the womb, the risk of disabilities is significantly reduced. It's not too late to make a difference. Premature birth can be prevented, and new lives can be saved. The March of Dimes has created a network of prematurity research centres developing new treatments that will assist in making a difference. The March of Dimes continues to work with parents, the medical community and governments to bring improved prenatal care to mothers and their babies. Give every newborn the chance to be born healthy. Join with me and the March of Dimes. Take the first step. Visit marchofdimes.org.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to DaBooth312. Broadcast now at WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. Ron, great set, brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I saw you and Dave bopping your heads, so that's always a good thing, because if nobody's moving, I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all don't like that? But, no, thank you. Thank you so much. I was pretty much what Tracksource considers a Jackin' House set, so with the exception of the first song, Sakudo.
That's what threw me off. That first song, I was like, that's not Jackin' House.
It's not, no, but I just love that Louis Vega track. So.
anything Louis Vega. I mean,
because he makes novel tracks sometimes. They're too long, but otherwise, yeah, good. That's a good flow, good Spanish feel, machismo. To end the weekend. Even though we don't want the weekend to end, it's going to end anyway.
With the Sox tomorrow's
winning.
Monday.
Sox won.
Yes. 2-1, but it's still a win. It doesn't matter.
Go Bears. The Bears play in L.A. tonight against the Rams. I probably will tune in late because I will be going from here to Tish's Garden to support over there with Marquez Antonio and a few others. Our old counterpart that used to be on the show, DJ Ladybug's playing over there today.
Nice.
Okay.
So
good
So
luck,
you going there to support her?
I'm going to go and show support. Support goes both ways. Got to go both ways. It's a two-way revolving door. It's got to spin with the sound effects just like that.
How does it go?
But no, it's a good time over there at Tish's Garden, and even though the general population, the Inglewood population is trying to get better. The communities are trying to work hard to make Inglewood a much better place, a much safer place.
And you know what? Can I just say that I played at Tish's Garden, and I had not been to Inglewood in a long time, and nothing but welcoming, great people. I had not zero issue. And while you're there, get a fried hot dogs for me.
Oh, fried hot dogs.
He cooks them really phenomenal.
The place, like I said, it's in the heart of Inglewood. But the block itself, nice people. Like I said, I don't think my mom's neighbors would be cool with me going Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday till 11 o'clock music. And it's not stupid loud over there, but it's nice. I mean, we've all been over there. Rob has played. All three of us here at the booth have played there. Good atmosphere. Again, I'm not going to bring down what they worked hard for over there because the community as a whole is not bad. It's the people that aren't from there that move in there that bring their negativity
Few
And
bad apples.
yeah, so it's still, you got to be careful. Like I mentioned last week, crime is on the rise in Chicago. And we got to come together as a city. And hopefully house music can continue to do that. It brought people together when house started, and it continues to grow on people nationwide, worldwide. So if you just go out and have a good time. We're like I said, we're ending summer. Let's enjoy this weather. Let's try to keep the violence down. Let's keep the drama down. Let's just go out, have a good time, respect one another, and live our lives. Because we only got one life to live.
Amen.
So that was my safety commentary from DaBooth312.
You're on your soapbox.
Well, we live each and every day. Every day you wake up, you should live. You should enjoy it, live it to its fullest, because that's the only one that you're guaranteed. Unless you believe in reincarnation, then you have many more lives in the future. But, yeah, definitely, you got to live life to the fullest. And it is what you make of it. Hands down, I do believe that this is me speaking, and that I believe it is what you make of it, good and bad. Learn from the bad to make it good and move on. So, we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully things get better, and hopefully we can start, bringing more unity as we've tried over and over again. And, here in Chicago, we have DJ UND Chicago, and, we try to bring that unity within the DJ set here. We haven't had, the greatest concept of unity with DJs here in Chicago throughout the years. It's definitely fallen apart. But you know what? There are a handful or two that do believe in it strongly, as we do here at the DaBooth312. And we're definitely trying to bring that together. And we try to share that to all of you, the ones who follow us, and enjoy all of our music.
So, Rob, real quick before we get off the air, you are one of the investors for the Top of the Park. What is your take on it so far? What you're seeing, and you must be positive if you invested in it. So, would you let the listeners know what's your view on the Top of the Park?
Yeah, I think it's definitely with the plans and ideas of what we're moving forward towards. I will say this: I do believe in the near future, may or may not be on this first event, but in the near future, we may be seeing some celebrities pop in to these venues. This is, a very, very special location. And yes, it's open to the public, but it's still, it's only going to fit so many people. So, it's going to be a really great vibe. And, I really think it's going to have a completely different feel than your normal bar or club atmosphere. So
I just ask that anyone that takes a gander, I like to use that word, takes a gander to check us out, please do. Please respect the rules. And if it's in the event page on Facebook, it's on the flyer, it's a BYOB. It's a check your bottle in at the kitchen.
Check your bottle, check your drink in.
Yes.
You must check it in. There's no arguments, no question. You want to try to argue that, then you will be asked to leave. Correct. This zero tolerance for this venue and for this event. This is for people to have good time, not for people to act stupid because people really want to enjoy themselves. So we're not allowing that at all.
So please just support and keep an open mind. We do have safeguards in place so your stuff does not get mixed up. So don't worry about that. But again, we want to put something together, not to take anything from anyone else, but we want to put something together to again, unify people, unify Chicago with the music. Again, the booth has a very large part in this. Dave is going to be up there he's got his t-shirt business. Well, it's his wife's t-shirt business, not his.
My son and my wife's. Yes.
Son and wife's family-owned t-shirt business. He's going to have some, and I'm going to ask if you could send some picture samples of what you might have there so I could post that in the
most
event
definitely.
page. And, again, just come out, check us out. There's no cover. And we're going to get down for six solid hours. We're going to go from daylight to night with the backdrop of Chicago skyline, which it is priceless. I've been all over the world. I've seen some really nice places. Paris. I've been to some awesome places. Dubai, and again, our skyline, second to none. You know, so again, come out.
Now, if we
enjoy.
can get Navy Pier to start shooting fireworks again.
You know what? And if that's cool, I mean, I think
They used to do it on Fridays.
In October, I don't know if they go that late. That's a good question. We got to look that up. If they go that late into October, I know they do it toward the end of September, but I don't know if they hit into
But they're
October.
not doing it right now, right? Because
No.
of COVID?
Yeah, they stopped it because they didn't want the crowds.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you have coming up next?
Friday, Rob and I will be over there
Again.
on Milwaukee Avenue in Niles doing the House versus Latin Night at, what's the name of that event place, Rob? I can't think of it right now off the top of
Oh,
my
I did say I was going to be there. I may not be able to make it because the Red Lab falls on Friday.
That's right.
Give me a second. I gotta look it up again.
That's what I want to make sure I
We
get
had a
it right.
long night last night.
All
Dave
of us.
Dave
Yeah.
more so than anyone.
Yeah, partied too hard for my 50th.
Awesome.
All right.
If you again, if
Music
you have
Box
not been
Club.
to Music Box Club on Friday, what date is that again?
Friday, and it's at 6873 North Milwaukee in Niles, the Music Box Club, Latin versus House Night, and it's September 17th, this Friday.
Okay. What's the cover?
$20.
$20.
2 floors.
20.
Yeah, it's going to be probably, I want to say 20 DJs.
Nice.
It's going to be a long event. There's going to be more younger EDM type music on the second floor with Fernando and the Classic House guys on the second floor, and then more of an old school house Latin vibe on the first floor.
Okay. Again, if you did not get a chance to get to Dave's birthday party yesterday, you missed an awesome party. Awesome sets by all the DJs, from Nay to Dave to DJ Reich, who we had as a guest a few weeks ago. Awesome. Who was that closed out? Who was that DJ that closed out?
That's DJ Dynamico.
Dynamico. He came in with a whole different dynamic, which was more like a Latin rock.
Yeah, his specialty is Spanish rock.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he's a really good DJ. He actually was one of the original 720 Club DJs. If you remember Club 720 on Wells.
Okay.
He was one of the resident DJs there for the Latin night.
Nice. Well, he threw down to close the night out. You had a young protege there, the 19-year-old.
Yes. I'd love to actually get her. No, 19.
She's 20 now.
No.
She just turned 20.
Is she?
Yeah, she turned 20 during either the week after the Taco Tamale Fest, but she turned 20.
I thought someone told me she was 15.
No, she was 9. When I met her, she was still 19, about to turn 20. And
We're talking about DJ Jade from Fantasy Productions. She is always accompanied either with her aunt or like last night, her mother. So she's legit. You know, she doesn't drink or try to sneak into the club or nothing. She comes with her supervision, and she's turning out to be a great DJ.
She is, and she's.
I loved her vibe. I mean, when we got there, I got there when it first started. She was playing, and I absolutely loved her vibe. She definitely mixed it up with a little old and new school, and I mean, absolutely great DJ.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we definitely like to get her on the show. If she's out there listening, I hope she is. Hit us up. I've offered to have her on the Red Lab as well. You guys got to hear her. I'm working on getting another young female DJ on the booth. Her name is DJ Mimi. She just turned 16. She just turned 17. She just turned 17 and can throw down. That is the protege of DJ Smooth, and his daughter and his youngest daughter are protege DJs. So they're keeping house music alive with the youth. So with that being said, Boss man, you want to close us out?
All right, guys. So don't forget, check us out on all of our podcasts. Go to iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many more. Check out DaBooth312. That's DaBooth 312 for all of our past shows. We're constantly putting up more and more. And each and every Sunday, right here, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. You're laughing, Ron, I know. It's Daylight Savings Time right now. Later in the fall will be Daylight Savings Time.
Or Central Standard.
Or Central Standard Time, sorry. We're tired. But you can always check us every Sunday, broadcasting out WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, DaBoothRadio.com, and Classic House Radio. Till next week, guys, we love you. Peace.
Peace.